Welcome back to Angry Marine Rants. Today we're going to talk about the 4 words that are holding you back, and they are a huge freaking excuse that you use to give yourself permission to suck. Those 4 words are, I don't have time. Yes, you do. You just suck at managing it. Check this out. I wake up, my first alarm, 03:55 every day. Now, I'm not saying you have to wake up that early to be successful, because I also go to bed earlier. So you can just shift the hours to 7 and midnight, or 7 and 1 or 2 in the morning, as opposed to 4 and 9 or 4 and 10. But you know what? I am effective during that time. How the hell do you think I built a website, a YouTube channel, a podcast, a real estate investing business, which is a full business, while still active duty in the Marine Corps? I'll tell you, it wasn't by saying I don't have time. It was by figuring out how to use my time. We all have the same amount of time in the same day, right? Bedros Keuilian and Grant Cardone figure it out on their own. They have a schedule. They actually have assistants who help them with their schedule. My buddy David Green's assistant is phenomenal. And you know what he knows about his schedule? Not a whole lot, because she plans it. And you know why? Because she can manage time. And because doing that frees his time up for the important high dollar value tasks. When you say you don't have time for something, you know what you're really saying? That's not important to me. I didn't prioritize that. Not you don't have time, because you do have time. It's just not important enough. Now look, if you're a young single gentleman who likes females and you want to take some girl out on a date, but you've got a bunch of work and your car needs to be washed and I don't know, you might want to watch some Netflix. You think you'd find time to take her out on a date? I bet you would. You know why? Because it's a priority. But now if it's not a girlfriend, but it's something difficult that needs to be done, do you get it done? No, because you're busy with all this crap. So that's just not a priority. And you know what? That's a bummer, but it's the reality. The reality is that you don't know how to manage your time. And you did not prioritize your time effectively. So you need to sit down every day at the end of the day and say, what are my top 3 priorities for tomorrow? And then do them first. Do the hard things first. Hard first, not hard later when you're tired and you've got excuses and now you're out of time because you wasted the whole day going like this or playing the games on the phone or whatever it is that you do that is a huge waste of your time. You do have time, and you need to start telling yourself this right now. The statement needs to stop being I don't have time, and you need to start asking, how do I make time? How do I create time? How do I set aside time for this? I time block. So I know that on Mondays from 1800 to 2000, I have 2 mastermind calls, and that's all I do. Now, if I want to do something in the middle of that because I have a headset that I can walk around on, great, I make dinner or whatever. But that's what happens. I don't just say, oops, I'm going to do something else and I forgot about that really important thing for my growth. No, that's a priority. Every Monday from 18 to 2000, I have 2 mastermind calls, and I do not miss them because they are a priority. And I made time for them. And then I know that I have certain time slots when I record podcasts. And if somebody's scheduled during that time, nothing gets scheduled in that time. I've only missed 1 podcast recording in the entire year that I've been recording podcasts. And that was kind of an emergency deal where I could have probably recorded it, but it wasn't fair to the guest because there was a lot of stuff going on in the background. So we rescheduled and then we made it happen. Now, for YouTube, I don't know. I'm freaking filming this on Sunday afternoon. You think that this is exactly what I want to be doing right now when there's a pool outside where I'd be grilling some burgers, drinking some beer, hanging out in the pool, or maybe I'm going to go out with friends, or I could go watch The Joker, the new movie that's out. But no, I'm filming this video because YouTube is a priority of mine and I'm not allowed to leave the house until I get this done. That's what I told myself today. Now, I'll be honest with you. I kind of missed my time block on this. I had some stuff come up, but I'm still doing it before I go do anything else. So when crap fills your schedule, make the important stuff priority. Literally on my journal for today, at this time, I was going to be in the pool relaxing and doing nothing about work. But I fucked off earlier, and here I am recording this video because it was the priority. So I bumped the thing that wasn't a priority to make room for this. Too many people bump the thing that is a priority because the other one's more fun. And you know what? That's not going to make you successful. I don't have time is a crutch, an excuse, and bullshit. Figure it out. Time block. Batch scheduling. So if you need to record 7 videos in a day or in a week, do them all at once because it's so much easier than setting everything up, starting recording, stopping, setting everything else up again, starting recording again, stopping again, uploading it to the computer. Now the next day, set it up, start recording, upload it to the computer. No, just one fell swoop. All I'm doing right now is record a video, stop, start the next video. Record a video, stop, start the next video. I will get 7 videos done, or today it's 4, very quickly because I know what I need to do. I have a system and I prioritize my time to make this the most important thing right now. And then when I'm done with this, I'll feel good because I did what was important. I'll go sit in the freaking pool or the hot tub and drink a freaking brewski or 2 and relax, or maybe get a haircut because that's a priority today too. But the point is that I understand what's important. I schedule that, and what gets scheduled gets done. You cannot break that commitment to yourself. If you schedule something for yourself and you don't do it, you failed yourself. You failed yourself. There was no other excuse. Take ownership of that. You made the decision to do something less important because you suck than the one thing that was a priority. That's on you. That's not on anyone else. It's not because you were too busy. It damn sure isn't because you didn't have the time because you did something else in that time. It is because you failed to prioritize your time. So stop thinking this way and start fixing your mentality to be better. Want better? Be better. I do have time. That's what you say. How do I find time? How do I schedule time? How do I make time? How do I freaking get rid of this bullshit in my schedule that's not important? Or even worse, this white space, this not scheduled time where there's nothing going on. Erase that crap. From when you wake up to when you go to bed, there should be stuff on your schedule, and it should be prioritized, and it should be important, and it should be done before you go to bed. That should be the commitment that you make to yourself. The moment you start doing that, if you haven't noticed, I've been producing a lot more content over the last month or 2. It's probably because I reprioritized. And it's probably because I started to stick to my commitments. It's also probably because I joined a mastermind group and I get held accountable and I have to do things I don't like or pay people I don't want to when I fail to meet the commitments I made for myself. Getting around the right people and being held accountable are huge, and you need to do that in your life. So, I don't have time. Gone. No longer in your vocabulary. That's some bullshit. You say that around me, I'm going to call you out on it. You do have time. Figure it out. Prioritize it. If you have questions and you want help with figuring out how to schedule your life and figure out how to decide what your priorities are, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you. But you know what else? If you watched my video from last week, Google knows, and you could probably figure it out there. Now, I'm more than happy to help you on this because this is something that's important to you. But just understand I'll do it when my time and my schedule allows. Now, what I want you to do from here on out is I want you to look at what you're going to do the next day. Before you go to bed, write out just the top 3 important things that you're going to accomplish the next day. And then when you wake up, look at them again and then do them. And you'll be amazed that 1% that you accomplish that day, that's 365, 366% a year. That's a lot of improvement and a lot of crap that you can get done if you just do 1% every day and you just improve 1% every day. Make the time in your schedule, prioritize, and get it done. As a side note for this, if you tell me you don't have time to hang out with me, I understand that means I'm not a priority. And that's totally freaking fine with me. So just be honest with me though. Don't tell me you don't have time to do X, Y, Z. Tell me, look, hey man, that's not my priority right now. I'm gonna do this. I will respect you and I will respect that. If you tell me you don't have time to do something, yeah, sounds like some bullshit, or maybe you just don't have the balls to tell me you don't want to hang out with me. That sucks. Figure it out, reprioritize your life, reach down, grab a pear, take ownership, and make your life more successful.